Yeah, I was waiting for this, to be honest. Man, it's gotta be real awkward when your fake mom is better than your real one. Is that a knocker? Is that Fushi's essence lingering on the earth and it allows for the shit to happen naturally? I don't know. Like, I always thought knockers would come back, just not in the way of, like, Mizuha's mother, you know? It would have been something more violent and chaotic. She doesn't want to. She realizes that Mizuha likes the new mom better. What if this isn't the first knocker that's replaced a human? What if knockers have evolved into society more than people realize? Don't worry, I killed my mom and replaced her with a monster. Wait, what? No, don't worry, what did you do last night? Hey, they're drinking Fushi's juice on the first interaction? Those are some real homies. Oh. Knocker. Fushi connected himself to the entire Earth, and he spent his entire thing like eliminating knockers and connecting himself so he could sense everything on Earth. If we think about our own survival instincts as humans, when something is threatening us, we naturally evolve. So most likely what happened is that knockers just eventually, like as Fushi connected, they just found a way to evolve to avoid detection. I swear to God, if she fucking kills someone because Fushi's dating someone at some point in the school arc, oh, nah, bruh. And it's gonna be someone close to us already. I love how that's the most reasonable thing anyone's ever said. He didn't consider the fact that they might die someday. It's gonna be like there's no knockers and like America starts nuking someone. So as usual, I leave To Your Eternity giddy, impressed, just saying absolutely one of the greatest anime ever made. And then I get reminded that so few among the English-speaking side of the anime community actually give a damn about it. Sure, there's some that says, hey, I just haven't started yet, I'll get to it eventually. Nah. Today is the day you get started on it. This is a show that, like Dr. Stone, being there with it every season is a different experience than binging it. I gotta be real. And the plot twists that I've been experiencing in the past couple of episodes have blown my mind so hard that in hindsight, yeah, they all make sense, but the execution of the knocker reveal is still sending me. I always believed that knockers would return. I fully believed that Fushi was correct and that he eliminated the threat. He was connected to the entire world after all for a couple hundred years. He would be able to sense if knockers were around. I just assumed they were lying dormant, or maybe they might have fled Earth and they're going to come back in the form of aliens. There's a lot of possibilities, right? There's a lot of uncertainty, and while we still don't know exactly how they did it, I have to imagine they evolved. They evolved to avoid detection. They evolved that, you know, even if it was just one or two, the concepts that they're among other people, it's the natural transition point. They used to look like monsters, like these creatures that are just trying to hunt you. But now they're blended into society that you don't know if the person next to you is. They tease a girl during track and field who's like obviously pretty fresh into it. There's a girl at the end of the episode. I didn't watch the preview, so if it spoils anything, keep it to yourself. But yeah, that child's probably a knocker too. Giggling away, that's not creepy at all. But the big thing was, Hayase as a character has been the most dangerous threat in this show. There's a reason why, I forget when it was actually, but like Fushi and Hayase had a conversation on a boat, and she's like, I love you so much. Buddy made a boat, kicked away, and said, I hate you. Like, it was the nastiest breakup known to man, because this bitch is psycho. And every time one of her descendants is indoctrinated with Hayase's soul, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Insert this girl, who you don't want to blame for the past of their ancestors, right? But at the same time, she killed her mother. She stabbed her mother to death. Now, Fushi has been around murder, so I'm not surprised he was able to have some normal conversations with her. But when the mom's just there, oh, okay, that's a pretty big shock. I actually was thinking to myself, given that Fushi was connected to the Earth for so long, the concept of Fushi being able to make new bodies and souls coming back into bodies, I'm thinking to myself, what if Fushi's connected to the Earth so hard because his roots are still connected everywhere? What if the essence of his powers of allowing souls to go back into bodies if they want is a thing, like maybe the roots attached to the bodies? I'm thinking it could just be a natural turn of event that Fushi's changed the concepts of life and death in this world. And then it gets revealed that no, it's a knocker. Bond's like, hey, the real mom's soul's right here. And it's wild because every time there's been a knocker, it's always been they're trying to kill us. So the fact that they get us to drop our guard with Mizuho's mother just being super nice. And you might want to say, oh, but that's the clue. Like, she was really nice. And, you know, how could that have been her at all? But no, it makes sense to me because I'm thinking she's basically in a fresh body. Like, that's my assumption, is that, like, she looks healed. I don't know, coming back from the dead, I guess that would just feel to me like, oh, you know, you're basically had the best beauty night's rest of your life and you're just no longer a bitch anymore. I just thought that's what it was. Hell, maybe she remembered getting shanked and she just doesn't want to get shanked again. I don't know. There's a lot of uncertainty there, but knockers wasn't my initial reaction. It's going to be very interesting if knockers aren't the threat this time. Fushi is so used to knockers always being the enemy, and I'm not saying there won't be some knocker versions of like enemies, but if there's enough that actually are just existing in life and just being normal, that would be an interesting turn of events. Though the latest episode does bring up probably one of the most important questions that's going to go overlooked, and that is, what is Fushi's end goal with his people? So Tonari basically kind of like throws it in his face, like what do you want actually? Like, where do you want to go with this? Like, I'm hoping you're right. This is a nice peaceful area and I can live and die here. And it kind of like sends a realization into his brain, like, what do you mean you're gonna die here? Because for Fushi, he's not a normal person. He's an all-powerful being that will last beyond any life form. And it's kind of lonely. And for him, just continuously bringing people back is something he's kind of getting used to at this point. And I guarantee you, while there's definitely going to be some characters who, no matter what generation it is, will come back gladly and stick by Fushi, but a character like Tonari, would she? She mentions how it was lonely watching him for a couple hundred years as he was in the tree connecting to Earth. Would she want to come back if she died in this? Like, if she lives a full life, does she really want to come back in another generation? It's a little easier if you have a large group of people continuously respawning, because then it's like you're not losing all these connections every time, but it's still, not everyone wants to be immortal, and that's something that Fushi's going to have to, you know, deal with at some point, whether or not it's this arc or not, because we know there's one more arc after this. We will see. Either way, though, I'm loving it. I have a strong suspicion this could be the best season of To Your Eternity, and it's a real shame not only that people are sleeping on it, but those that aren't sleeping on it. I remember when we first saw the poster image of season 3, he had his boba, and people were talking about there's a school arc. People were writing it off like it'd be the most generic thing. Like, how could an immortal god going to school be a normal school arc? And now seeing everything that we're seeing here, this is not a normal school arc. That's like, it's kind of like the irrational hatred some people have for isekai. They just see the isekai tag and they say, oh, it's just the same bullshit every time. No, you have an irrational hatred and you're not letting something actually cook. Because while you could dumb this down to an immortal god goes to school and he has to figure out relationships, if that's actually all you take from this arc so far, you are watching with your eyes closed. I'm loving it. It's been amazing. This series is currently on life support on the channel, meaning we probably will only have videos every 2 or 3 weeks. If they start doing better, though, maybe we'll try to bring them back weekly. But right now, yeah, it's on life support. We'll see, though. I haven't cut it completely from the channel, but it's getting awfully close because people just don't want videos. And those who do just sadly aren't the majority, and that sucks, but I watch it on Patreon every week either way, so you know where it lives no matter what. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like, share your support, subscribe if you're new around here. And yes, Patreon is where you'll catch my full live reactions to all this and more. And hey, I also like to give video shoutouts to my wonderful patrons. Alright, so today we got Sarah, Azurl, Danny, Charles Polk, Renee Villarreal, Katrin, and we also have Nick Howard. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and you'll have a good one.